Hello guys, in today's video we're gonna check out the best spotting scope in this year. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I've tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and many more. To find out more information about these spotting scope you can check out the description below. If you want to get a best quality spotting scope according to your needs, then watch the video till the end and then decide to buy. At the first position of our list, we have Vortex Optics Razor Spotting Scope. Sometimes, the best overall is also the most expensive product on the market. The Vortex Optics Razor HD is just such a spotting scope. The triplet apochromatic lens gives you crystal clear magnification in low light conditions without sacrificing color clarity in the process. Don't think it's only for use at dusk, however, as it boasts XR+ anti-reflective coatings, ensuring it performs at a high level in broad daylight. The Razor HD is surprisingly durable for such a sophisticated piece of equipment, boasting Amcrest coatings to keep oil, dirt, and debris from fouling up the internal components. And while we would recommend playing catch with it, the rubber armor should protect it in the event of an accidental drop or two. However, while the scope itself offers some protection against damage, the bag it comes with leaves quite a bit to be desired. It's large and bulky, with very little padding, and you'll likely want to swap it out for something more formidable the first chance you get. When you're paying a premium price for a top-of-the-line scope, you expect the total package to be solid. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Vanguard Endeavour 65 a spotting scope. While it's not quite up to the same standard as the Razor HD, the Vanguard Endeavour HD 65 manages to offer comparable abilities at a fraction of the price. The lenses boast extra low dispersion glass to give you vivid, accurate color depiction, and each one has been covered in advanced multi-guard coatings to maximize light transmission. This is an excellent scope for beginners, and it's even forgiving of a few mistakes, thanks to its heavy-duty magnesium body. If you do manage to break it, though, don't worry, it's covered by a lifetime warranty. As you might expect, there are a few areas in which the price your Razor edges it out, most notably image quality. The Endeavour tends to be a little soft around the edges, which isn't necessarily a deal breaker, but it is one area in which the more expensive unit undoubtedly outperforms it. All in all, this budget-friendly scope should be able to get the job done for all but the most discriminating users, and it's a good stepping stone to a more sophisticated model. The number 3 position is held by Celestron Ultima Spotting Scop. If you're not prepared to make a sizable investment in a scope, the Celestron Ultima can rival its more costly competitors, but a budget-friendly price that puts it well within most users' budgets. You get a complete setup with your order, as in addition to the scope you'll receive a tripod mounting plate, a zoom eyepiece with T-adapter, and all the gear you'll need to transport and clean it properly. Is any of this gear top of the line? No, but it's enough to get you started on the right foot for not a lot of money. No one is ever going to confuse the Celestron Ultima with an elite spotting scope, but then again, not everyone needs an elite spotting scope. If you're just dabbling in bird watching or you want something to give to your kids, this is a respectable model that performs better than you have any right to expect, given its bargain basement price. Which is why we think it's the best spotting scope for the money. Next at number 4 we have Gosky 2060 X80 spotting scope. While not ideal for use on the move, the Gosky 2060 X80 is a great choice for target shooting or other stationary pursuits. Our favorite feature is the inclusion of a digiscoping adapter that allows you to attach your smartphone to the scope. The universal mount works with any model of phone, enabling you to zoom in closer and even record video of your best shots. It also gives a scant 17 mm of eye relief, so users with glasses may get frustrated from constantly bumping up against the eyepiece. You can likely use the Gosky at distances up to 800 yards, but be aware that it will get fairly blurry when set at the maximum magnification level. You'll still be able to see at that distance, but picking up small details isn't going to be easy. The number 5 position is held by Bushnell Legend Ultra Spotting Scope. The Bushnell Legend Ultra is not the most portable spotting scope at 16.5 inches long and weighing a hefty 80 ounces, but its solid construction inspires confidence. However, it's small enough to store in a backpack or rifle case, but those 6.5 pounds might start to wear you down in the field. The kit includes most of the basics, including a tripod, but you won't be wowed by any of the accompanying equipment. The lens covers are especially annoying, as they refuse to stay on for very long, especially if you're jostling the scope while traveling. And then you see the price tag. Sure, it's not as pricey as our #1 pick, the Razor HD, but you'll be paying for premium features like the AD Prime Extra Low Dispersion Glass and multi-coated optics. We wouldn't necessarily recommend the Bushnell Ultra to be your first spotting scope, but it's an excellent choice if you want something substantial for mid to long range viewing. The number 6 position is dominated by Creative XP HD Spotting Scope with Tripod. If you're looking for a decent package deal spotting scope at an amazing price, you don't need to look any further than the Creative XP HD Spotting Scope with Tripod. The scope has a 20x6x magnification power with 2 fine adjustment knobs that'll help you dial in the clearest possible image whether at closer or extreme distances. And it's also got a pretty large eye relief for those who like to sit back on the lens or those who wear glasses. And that's not it. This scope comes with a bevy of cool extras such as a tripod, protective case, cell phone adapter, and photo clicker. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Landove 26x ID back for prism spotting scope. On the surface, there's not a lot of difference between this spotting scope and our number 1 pick. However, the Landove BAK4 prism spotting scope is about 10 times cheaper. It's equipped with BAK4 Poro optics to provide a crisp, clear image at up to 6x magnification. They are also nitrogen purged and built like a tank in order to maintain the best structural integrity as possible. So, aside from price, what keeps this scope from the top of the list? It's not in the same class at all. This scope only has one quick adjust knob limiting the amount of fine-tuning you can do. But that might be just okay with some people, as learning to fine adjust your scope properly takes time. The number 8 position is held by Amcrest Spotting Scope for target shooting W/tripod. If you're looking for a solid budget choice for a spotting scope, this Amcrest may be what you're needing. It comes with a 6x magnification power with a 6x objective lens diameter to provide a larger field of view. The Amcrest features a BK7 Poro prism in order to deliver the sharpest images it can. However, it's missing some of the bells and whistles of other scopes. For example, the smartphone adapter doesn't really hold modern phones very well, if at all. And the associated tripod isn't of the best quality. It feels kind of flimsy compared to other options. Next at number 9 we have Barska 39x90 Waterproof Colorado Spotter Scope and Tripod. The Barska Colorado Spotter Scope is a decent choice if you're looking for that extra bit of magnification. This has the highest magnification power on our list, and the 9x power does well with the 9x objective lens diameter. However, there are a few issues with this spotting scope that make it a little less than desirable. First, there's a much smaller eye relief than other scopes. At 14.8, anyone with corrective lenses is going to have a tough time really seeing anything through this. Also, the tripod leaves much to be desired. It just feels unstable, and that's not a good feeling when balancing an expensive piece of equipment. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Vortex Optics Viper HD Spotting Scope 1545-65. Optics from this family-owned American brand are ubiquitous in hunting, because they offer quality performance at lower prices than most high-end brands. While the Viper scope and the whole Vortex line is aimed at hunters, this is a high-performance scope at a mid-tier price. The compromised 65mm objective lens size makes the scope small enough to be packable but big enough to be comfortable to use in the field or at the range. It weighs just over 3 pounds, which is about as light as you can hope for at this size and with quality glass. There are certainly better, more expensive scopes available, Vortex's Razor line and plenty of other ultra-high-end options from brands. But for most buyers, the marginal improvements aren't worth the hundreds, if not thousands, of extra dollars required. Vortex is respected for its no questions asked VIP warranty. While several other optics brands now offer similar guarantees, Vortex has decades of history of standing behind its warranties. The scope retails for just over $1,000 MSRP but can almost always be found online or at a dealer for much less. That's all for today. We upload camera and camera accessories review videos every single day. So, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.